Hello, my name is Andy Beatles. I am an engineering teacher here at the Southern Indiana Career and Technical Center. One of the classes that I teach is digital electronics. Now, digital electronics is a senior level class. One of the prerequisites is that you had to have come out here during your junior year to take digital electronics. But in that class, we do receive dual college credit from Ivy Tech, EECT 112, which is a basic electricity electronics class there. In the class, what we do is we focus on microelectricity or microelectronics. And what that means is we don't really look at electricity at a building size scale, but what we do look at is electricity at a small size scale. For example, stuff that you would find in your cell phone or a calculator. So we get to that level of looking at the electricity. Not that we can actually program a cell phone, but we start investigating the components that go into a cell phone, computer, calculators, things that we find every day that has what we call an electrical brain. Part of that class is learning how to design and build circuits, along with learning how to program in different programming language. So we do follow and we do kind of go through basic stamp programming. We go through Arduino programming. We'll be doing some Python programming like what's up on our big screen up here. So that's just a small little Python tutorial that we work through. So we do cover some basic programming in that class in 3 different type of languages. And we also try to apply that programming. So for example, with our basic stamp, we actually build little robots that have to navigate and go through a maze or solve a problem. Along with the Arduino Uno. The Arduino Uno, we do a little bit, some things that are a little bit more advanced where we may have it track something, and then when it sees something, it does an operation. So one thing that we do is everything in digital electronics, we design first in theory, we then simulate, and then we build. So for example, we have our design software here, which is Multisim, and what it does is this allows us student to go in and practice what they've designed in theory. Then it allows them to print that out, take it, and then put it on directly onto a breadboard. So they're breadboarding their circuit that they've designed, and then there's ways of testing that circuit to see if what they designed works. And then that way, we're not spending a whole bunch of money on a whole bunch of things that don't really necessarily work. Okay, so digital electronics, like I said, is a senior level class. Through that, you get a little bit of robotics. Here's like our little robot that we use for basic stamp programming. We get into electricity, we build circuits, and then we always put a challenge in there as well as far as building the different type of circuits. We put them together into a project later on in the year that's a little bit bigger project. So today, thank you very much for joining me. My name is Andy Beatles. This is the Digital Electronics course at the Southern Indiana Career and Technical Center. Have a good evening.